Festival of 2019, this has been the best so far we've hosted, and we got the biggest number of entrants, and we also made a lot of improvements in terms of quality, in terms of stories, in every respect of any category. So this was the best, and we received, we participated, and we were accepted by the industry. So I think it was the best so far we've done. Even before tourism comes into place, film industry or creative industry is an industry that is becoming the next industrial revolution of the whole world. The prediction is that the production industry is going to be the only business for the future, because remember, with the technologies coming, artificial intelligence and all that kind of thing, machines are going to take over. So the only activity that mankind is going to be preoccupied with is entertainment. So this is where we're heading. It's going to double or triple our employment capacity. The people are going to tell their stories, and by nature, by the way, the film industry is a natural talent. You see, you cannot go to any school to study natural talent. You can only go there to perfect it. So, as I said the other day, you can be an engineer, but if you are not a natural engineer, if you don't have a talent in engineering, you can't become an engineer. So, we have a lot of talent, telling stories, music, entertainment, comedy. So that is where the world is going. But even as we speak now, all over the world, this is the industry that is driving the economy. If you look at California, which is the biggest and the richest state in America, is driven by creative industry. If you go to Nigeria, if you go to India, the creative industry is the biggest. So that was one. Now, when it comes to tourism, you've got sites here, very good sites, where Uganda is gifted by nature, beautiful mountains, rivers, and so on and so forth. So these people can come and make filming around this place and attract more people. One film alone can attract 100 tourists. And once that picture has gone and is successful, it even attracts more. Research has shown that the moment you carry out any film somewhere and become successful, it attracts more tourists into the country. So that's what we're anticipating to happen after this. First of all, the law mandates us to control and regulate content. We want content on our TV screens. We want people to watch our own stories. We don't want to be guided by stories from abroad, from China, from India, and whatever. We have our own stories to tell. And also, again, going to research has shown that when people don't develop their own mind, their own thinking, their own stories, it has got a negative effect. That, for example, most of the youngsters these days try to think in English. You can imagine that you are born in Uganda, you are talking with your grandmother, but the language don't match, because your thinking is in English, and yet your mom is thinking in local language and ideas. So we are saying we have to develop our own to be able to progress. Now, when you look at the countries that have developed, the developing countries, China, India, even in Japan, they watch their own films, they have their own dress code, traditional dress, and they promote their cultural heritage. Now, if you don't do that, and you adopt another culture, then it won't work. It won't work, because you be English in culture and an African in nature, and the two don't match. Now, the way we understand things must be in an African way, and that's what we are trying to encourage. That encourage this film as UCC, mandated by law, but also as obligation, as a duty, as a Ugandan, we have to do that. Absolutely. The other day I was flying Emirates, and there's a Ugandan film now running for the first time. They have always run West African films, but for the first time there's now a Ugandan film, and more will come. We have got Uganda Airlines. We believe that Uganda films should run, if they ever run planes with the screens, with the video screens, they should be Ugandan content. We can export this. We have got a good market. The Kenyans like our films, and even Ghanaians, West Africa, they really like Ugandan films. I've been told by reliable sources. So we can export our films. There's no harm someone seeing something different from his own culture. If the West Africans watch our films like we watch theirs, that's a good thing. So we can export, we can market, and become a wealthy nation. Remember, we are talking about economy here. I still insist that the biggest economy in the world is in production industry, creative industry, if you like. And that's what we must focus on and tap into that. We don't want to lose out. We have a lot of unemployment now, and yet a lot of talent. So why don't we pick that one and move forward? 2020 is going to be much, much better. I was, first of all, impressed with this year's participation and the level of success. And next year we're going to expand it. We're going to involve many more international judges. We're going to involve more people. We're going to focus on the quality. We're going to insist that our media houses run local content. Now, we're at 50, but we have come up with 70%. And we are going to ensure that we're at 70, so that there's market, there's viewership, the economy booms, more employment, and more success. That's what we are targeting for next year.